Okay, so at some point you started realizing, as you do, is for me it's board games. I'm forever using board games to solve every single problem. At some point in meetings, you must have started dropping, dude, it's like diving in a meeting. What was the first one? What was the first premise of diving where you were sitting in a meeting and you were trying to explain a concept to somebody and you were like, okay, let me explain to you this way.
Cool, I got it.
Good man.
I hadn't had that question before.
So I was killing time until you did.
There was no prep. So the first one would have been, Ingrid and I went on a baited dive. And a baited dive is where they basically just take a big, in this case, it was a washing machine drum, and they fill it with fish, and it's frozen, and then they drop it off the edge of a boat, and it chums in the water, and it attracts sharks. Okay, that's the point, just in case you're wondering. And so the sharks are attracted. And on that particular dive, you're given specific instructions of how you need to orient yourself in the water, because you can have up to 50 or 60 sharks swimming around you because they're all interested in, and you're trying to, because that's what you want. You want to see all these amazing sharks. And so one particular moron didn't listen to the instructions very clearly, and the instructions were, remember to remain vertical. Because
fish go that way.
Right. Simple, yeah, right? Fish is that way.
Mermaids are safe.
And so this particular person had actually remained horizontal, and a juvenile tiger shark came around. Ingrid and I were watching this happen. This guy was no more than a half a meter away from us, right over here. Juvenile tiger shark comes circling around behind and just turns so it's sharks do that when they want to eat. They just turn sideways and put its jaw onto, not trying to eat him, just trying to check what he is, because sharks don't want to eat you, okay? Turned sideways and took a nibble of the back. Fortunately, really great cylinder, right? Mouth on cylinder, sudden puncture of the BCD, and this gentleman did not even know what happened. Both Ingrid and I were crapping ourselves, and we had our spare
Literally
octos.
or figuratively?
So I see 3 cameras. I'm going to go with figuratively.
I would have been literal.
So figuratively, and we were on our octos trying to make immediate noise, and because of the noise we were making, it shook off and disappeared. So I've used that as an example of saying, if you get given a set of instructions, follow them. Yeah. Clearly, to the letter, or die. Of course, in a work environment, it doesn't work so well, because you look at people say, or die, and they go, huh? So the analogy works really well. And for me, so what was that? Probably 2007, 2008, we did that dive. So for me, scuba stories start fitting in a variety of different places after that, and that's really an impact.